Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Glory Hunters Live. We're doing a watch along. I'm here with Glory Hunter Nick, Bayern Munich, Lazio, classic Serie A Italian team in the Champions League. We're on the second leg. Bayern finds himself down 1-0. Nick, just about to kick off. Is Bayern in trouble? And we have kicked off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're already losing in the time, and
I mean, it's really. I mean, is this something they can't overcome? I mean, this is Bayern Munich after all. But I mean, are we looking at a potential elimination today for Harry Kane? The dream's over this year.
I think definitely. Like, obviously, Bayern on paper the better team, so there's no counting them out. But you know, they're drawing they're losing against Bochum. They're drawing with Freiburg. They're really struggling. There's a lot of talk about the players like not getting along with the coach Tuchel, wanting him gone. There's such a negative atmosphere and everything around the club. Plus, they're already one goal down on aggregate. It's looking real likely that Bayern Munich might not make it through this round.
Well, we have kickoff right now. Bayern's in the lower right-hand box, and they're looking to center it right now. Looks like Thomas Muller put a header, but it actually flipped back out to Sane on the top of the box. There we go. Bayern definitely starts out from the front foot as Lazio brings it down. I also want to... Oh, whoop. Almost got one to Immobile, but this pass came in a little too fast. I also want to point out that I'm wearing my Giorgio Canalia shirt. Canalia, a Cosmos, and also one of the better players that came out of Lazio. Until he got in trouble with the mob or whatever and had to move to the States or whatever else. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. He was mobbed up. And, of course, he died in the middle of a max fixing investigation in 2012.
Convenient.
Yeah. No, he did. Well, his heart thought it was convenient. Yeah, all the Cosmos, you know, all the guys they grew up with. I mean, he died a little young, Claudia, but Pele and Beckenbauer died in the last 2 years, and Cruyff's been dead for about 2 years now too. God, Cruyff died before he hit 70.
Cruyff has been dead longer than 2 years.
No, I'm sorry, 3. 2020. Oh, 4. God, you're right. Yeah, he died early 2020, right? Johan Cruyff.
I can't remember the exact year, but yeah, it was definitely
right when I moved
like
here. It was like
ago.
right when I moved here. I think I seem to remember it. No, so I thought I'd wear a Cosmos shirt
longer than that.
By the way,
He died in 2016.
Johan Cruyff. Was it?
Johan Cruyff 2016.
All right, I really sad. How old was he?
8 years. Wow.
That's sad.
He was 68.
60
So yeah, just before 70. You were right about that.
Corey played in the Cosmos as well, but didn't like it as much because he couldn't stand that giant stadium fake ass grass. Well, actually, it wasn't even fake grass back then. It was just a flat football surface. But away we go. Kimmich working up the right side. Here comes a header knocked away by the D. Noretska. Jamal Musiala. Centers in, tries to find Kane. Broken up by the defense. And carried out, not cleared. And unsurprising, big tackle comes in.
Right, first couple of minutes from Bayern Munich so far.
Oh, I like it. They're set up like Man City. So...
Well, I'm personally going to be pulling for Lazio today.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I forgot to put the...
As a big fan of that man there, Maurizio Sarri. Love that guy.
Why is that?
So, hoping he wins. Just really interesting coach. Really unfairly treated at Chelsea as well.
Oh, he's a Chelsea man.
Yeah, but like Chelsea fans all seem to hate him because they called his football boring, and then he went and had the best possible finish in his 1 year.
Winning football's not boring.
And the football wasn't even boring either. They were just ungrateful. And so he took over after Conte left. Chelsea finished 5th when Conte left. Sarri joins the club, wins the Europa League.
Here's a
In
chance.
his first season. Wins the Europa League and he finishes 3rd in the league, which was the only realistic finish when you consider that was the season that Liverpool and City both got over 90 points in the title race. So he got the best possible finish in the league that realistically could have got anyone the Europa League, and they still hounded him out. Disgraceful.
Delish is back in the field. Fires it over to... I'm sorry. I just got confused there. Here's an opportunity for Bayern. Muller looking to feed Sane. Sane puts it right on net. Easy save. Well, here's an opportunity. Drops it.
Wow.
Luis Alberto, number 10.
Got to say, there's got to be a lot of pressure on Harry Kane tonight, as far as his legacy goes.
I imagine probably more pressure than he's ever felt in his career. I don't think I'm understating it either. Considering this was supposed to be the easy way for him to finally get a trophy after being ridiculously loyal to Tottenham.
It's like a sick joke. But yeah, with his side 1-0 down.
Delish fires to Sane. Sane running up the right side of the field, smooth as he is. Comes over 2 defenders, almost dishes to 3, fires 2.
Yeah, with Bayern Munich already down to Lazio, and obviously being a much stronger side on paper at least. Like, before the season starts, you're expecting Bayern to be one of the favourites for the tournament, right? No one had Lazio up there. So, if he goes out now without scoring, at least, he's going to get slaughtered, I reckon, by the fans, the press. They're going to talk about Kane bottling it again.
Corner kick, Bayern. Here comes a delivery. A little high. And headed away. Looks might be another corner. Goal kick.
Yeah.
What has he bottled before, besides the World Cup? Harry Kane.
He gets blamed for... Which match was it?
What is he unfairly blamed for, even though it's a team game? please enlighten me.
I can't remember if it was against Croatia or Italy when England went 1-0 up. Kane had an opportunity where he could have passed across to Sterling for an open goal, but he shot and missed instead. And England went on to lose. And so that screenshot gets used a lot as, like, he messed that up, and that's sort of why England lost. Obviously, nothing to do with England conceding goals after that and losing anyway.
Yeah.
But that gets used against him a lot. They talk about Spurs making the Champions League final whilst he was injured. Then he plays in the final, doesn't score or do anything, and they lose.
Pavlich. Musiala moves it right through, and he's dealt with a good defensive effort by Lazio. Well, playing a little bit of long ball game. Alberto fires, blocked out in front. Oh,
Oof.
a little rough there. Ah,
Certainly a foul there
Grazie.
from Musiala.
Definitely foul. Yeah. Luis Alberto set up for a kick right at the edge of the final free kick, edge of the final throw to try to hook it in. He does. Bayern defense deals with it. But, unlike Man City, Lazio maintains control. And after a short scuffle, we'll go out for a corner kick.
I reckon you'd like Maurizio Sarri. He's kind of funny.
Yeah, I like
He
funny
loves
guys.
to smoke. To the point where Napoli were playing against Leipzig in the Champions League when he was managing Napoli, and they built a smoking area just for him.
Good. There you go. Why put a pink lung on the ground? Luis Alberto with the corner kick. Here it is. Dealt with but controlled by Lazio, but then a clearance by Bayern. Oh, a chip read by Delicht and broken up. Looked like a dangerous pass. Probably going to be offsides, though.
But he has an interesting story because he was a banker, never played professionally, and he worked his way up from the bottom leagues in Italy to getting to the Chelsea and the Juventus job. So really from the bottom to the top.
Musala to Sane. Sane dribbling. Sane trying to fire. Can't really get the shot off. And Guendouzi recovers. He's very smooth in the ball too, Guendouzi. It's a good team. I'm very impressed with this team. Very quick. The pass to the middle is dealt with by the Bayern midfield. Pavlovic.
Das ist jetzt genau eine Stärke von Lazio, dieser tiefe Block. Ein Block, der selten Risse hat. Die Bayern müssen irgendwie reinkommen, müssen jede Chance...
Guerrero to Kane. Kane tries to circle out in front. It deflects for a goal kick.
Dann ist es auch eine Frage der Mischung.
Yeah, inconsistency's been the killer for Lazio this season in the league. They're not doing too well Serie A wise because they just can't stay consistent. But runners up last year, they're not a team of scrubs at all.
This really feels like a big game. I mean, look, I watch a lot of Champions League games. They're boring as hell, but I mean, no, they're not all classics. But there's something about this that feels movie-like. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a good stream. I don't know. Kimmich lines up for the quarter kick delivery. And here it is. Oh, he tries to go to short corner head out to Matsala. Matsala in front of the net. He fires and pushed away by Pavlik. Or Providel, excuse me. Pavlik. A little good pressure here. Delish tries to fire it, and it's deflected off the defense. But Bayern maintains with Sané, and Sané rockets the ball over the crossbar, far over the crossbar. Bad choice there.
This, though, dangerous.
Excellent saves by Providel. I played some FC 42 today. I was playing with Providel. I don't know what his ratings are, but he could not hold on to the goddamn ball. I never had a goalie give up more rebounds at all. Period. I don't know why he's hated so much by EA.
You're clearly someone who hasn't played older FIFAs because that used to be the worst thing. Every keeper used to be like that in the older ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. He's like 82 rated, I think, on FIFA.
Yeah,
so
it's
not like
you
he's
got a good
bad
memory.
rating
He
either.
was 82. You got a good memory. Yeah, but he could not hold on to the
Played
ball.
too much.
Kompliziert auf Sané zu kommen.
Harry Kane in the corner. He's pushed out. Falls down and no foul called.
Angeblich kein Foul.
Definitely could have been a foul there.
Und dann wieder Neuaufbau.
Delish. Pavlik to Guerrero. Guerrero back
Seit dem Hinspiel nicht viel gerissen. 4 Partien,
to Pavlik.
3 verloren. Das letzte Spiel haben sie
Getting the corner to Kimmich.
gegen Milan. Pellegrini,
Pavlik.
und Marušić vom Platz
They're working it in.
noch dazu eine Heimniederlage.
Groteska? Or that's how you go. Yeah, Groteska. How do you say that guy's name?
Musiala
Guzali,
Goretzka.
Groteska.
scharf rein. Hätte klappen können.
And Bayern had a chance in front of the net real quick, but it looks like somebody froze actually. And it's cleared away. Bayern still maintains control.
Goretzka muss warten. Jetzt Guerrero wieder in Position.
Guerrero.
De Ligt über die
Delish, Sane finds Harry Kane. Harry Kane seems to takes a shot from just outside the box, top of the circle of the box, and kind of a weak shot. I just think I don't know. I think there was some play there. But he is able to draw. So Providel must have touched it, so he was able to draw the corner. Maybe it wasn't such a bad decision as I thought. Kimmich lines up for the corner kick. A lot of corner kicks so
What's the
far.
ref looking at here?
16 minutes in.
Oh, his watch has run out of battery or something. A quick watch change for the referee.
Jetzt wieder mit funktionierendem Equipment. Slavkovic,
It's good that the referee knows the time.
Schiedsrichter
Kimmich lines up again.
beim Eckball.
Here's the kick. High into the center.
Luftig. De Ligt.
The air battle goes on, headed out by Lazio. More pressure. Sane. And intercepted.
Der Danke war sehr gut.
What kind of team is? Are they a traditional sort of Italian counterattack team, or
Well,
do they go into the shell and then wait till you make a mistake, or is there? From what I understand, Italian football's changed from when I watched it.
yeah, it has for a lot of teams. You still have some who carry the old torch, like Max Allegri at Juventus, but Maurizio Sarri is very much a much more modern manager. He plays a high possession passing style normally.
Mm.
Was die Ausstrahlung angeht, vielleicht
Similar style to
He-
Bayern. That's what I'm feeling. But Bayern definitely has more control
Yeah.
so far.
It could be a case of because Bayern have more quality in the squad that maybe Lazio are accepting the fact they're not going to be able to control it as much, maybe, so they're letting them have a bit more so they can try and hit the counter in this game. But traditionally, yeah, Sarri's known for his possession style more often.
Tick zu viel von Pavlovic.
Oh, Kimmich fouls.
Später dazu.
And free kick on their own end, Lazio.
Yeah, if you want to see some fun team goals, it's worth watching some of the Napoli goals under Maurizio Sarri back then. Some of those, like from back to front, so many passes round the team, like so fast. One-touch football is beautiful stuff. It's definitely worth checking out.
Foulspiel Sané.
Dangerous throw in for Lazio. Marasek will take it. They get it deep, but it's intercepted by Bayern. Up to Kane. Tommy Muller drops it and ends up in Sané's legs. 3 men on Sané. Sané passes back, but it's easily. Poor pass. Attempting to hit Guerrero. Oh, Harry Kane. Harry Kane pulls Anderson down and gets a warning. Gets a little talking to by the ref, Harry Kane. Harry Kane looks nervous to me. Yeah. No card given. Could have been given, but it would have been soft.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to stop an attack, right?
I almost, yeah, so I just pull the guy's shoulder down, sure. Msarek in his own end. Tommy Muller. Müller. Thomas Müller. Oh, there's a kid wearing an Iredale jersey at my Tommy's practice, and I sent him the picture. He responded, so he's like, very cool. Like, it happens all the time. Maybe it does.
He didn't call you a creep for taking a picture of someone else's child.
It was from far away. It was like like it was from a distance. So I thought, so it was just like you'd see the number 33. So it wasn't like an up close thing. And I just titled it. You couldn't make out any kid. You couldn't even make out the name on the back of the jersey, to be honest with you.
That's one of the things I like about lower league football is you can have more of a relationship with footballers in like down there, because like you send that to Harry Kane.
Yeah, it just goes in the ether.
His socials, yeah. Whereas like lower ones, because they don't have like full PR teams running their accounts and stuff, you could actually get some like Iredale or Mocky who actually talk to fans that message them.
Well, Mocky sees himself as a bit of a I'm gonna try to. Mocky sees himself as a bit of a I'm gonna put the clip enabling on. See if I can clip it. Something happens, I'll put it in the thing. Mocky sees himself as I think a social media guy afterwards. He's very much involved.
It's a good route to go down.
Take a picture of somebody else's kid. It's a 33 in the distance. I had to zoom in to take it.
Well, it's not an untrue statement.
Yeah, it's like, guys, did you getting famous, bro? Goretzka to Sané. Pavlich with the long ball to Kimmich. Kimmich drops it to Tommy Muller. Muller puts it on net to Sané. Oh, and the ball spits out to Guerrero. Guerrero takes it, and that Italian defense just happens. I like these defenders, by the way. They're going to need them, too. A lot of firepower in Bayern. Excellent. Marasek
I was going to
with
say, I
the block.
thought Guerrero should have done better there, but after watching from that other angle, the defender just does really well
he
to get
did
across
perfect way. It was a lot of blocked punches. Let's see if Lazio can counter.
I don't think the keeper could have got to that shot from Guerrero there. Like that, he hit that hard and fast going for that corner there. It was actually quite a good shot in the end. But yeah, defender does so well to jump across there.
Adam Morisic from Montenegro. Right back. Excellent block. Kimmich in the corner. He puts a long ball to Harry Kane, but it's pulled out of the air by Pravidel.
There's been a lot of Bayern so far, but I feel like that's kind of what we should have expected going into this.
Sure.
Like, the bigger team, like, behind, they're going to be putting a lot of pressure on. My worry for Bayern is if they don't get a goal soon, I wouldn't be surprised if Lazio steals something.
They do look very... They're not slow up front. They seem very quick.
Mm.
Jetzt wieder eine möglicherweise gefährliche Szene für Lazio. Sakani.
Zakari,
Den Ball vergessen. Immobile.
dealt with by Delish. Excuse me, dear. That's an English boy.
Luis Alberto.
Both blonde at the back.
Yeah, I
It's hard
know.
to
Yeah,
tell
number
from over here.
4 and 15.
Giro Immobile. Der wahrscheinlich größte Stürmer seiner Generation. Viermal Capo Cannoniere. Top-Torjäger.
Morrison.
Ja, hier wieder am Ball.
Mobile looking for somebody to pass to. Can't find it. Drops back. They tried another long ball, but easily dealt with by Neuer. Ciro Immobile, age 34.
Der Zwischenstand sieht gut aus für Paris Saint-Germain.
European Championship winner.
Im Hinspiel schon ein 2:0 erarbeitet.
A man who can only score goals in Italy.
Oh, yeah. He tried to leave.
Yeah, he had like a really good season for Torino. Scored like 30
Guerrero.
in Serie A.
To Muller.
In den Lauf von Kimmich.
Kimmich in the corner. Stripped away by Luis Roberto. And he's fouled by Kimmich.
Yeah, he scored like 30 or like a really high number for Torino in one season in Serie A. Got to move to Dortmund, flopped. Got loaned to Sevilla, flopped. Went back to Italy, and then like in his first season back, he scored like 20 goals for Lazio back in Italy.
So bleibt die Karte stecken und weiter geht's.
Luis Roberto tending to his freshly kicked leg by Kimmich. Walk it off, and he does. Pravidel is going for the long kick. And there you go, 50-50 ball goes in the air. Recovered by Bayern. Dyer to Guerrero. Picked off by Anderson, dropped to Mobile, and eventually dispossessed by Bayern. Another beautiful, beautiful sliding tackle there, clean as a whistle.
Vecino, üblicherweise eher fürs Grobe zuständig. Luis Alberto.
Luis Alberto.
Lazio, aber nur bis zum Strafraum. Müller auf sich allein gestellt.
Lazio controls.
So this is more of the Sarri showing through, the quick one-touch, triangular passing.
Masaryk in the corner. A little give and go. Goes for a throw-in.
Thomas Tuchel heute im Übrigen, ist nur eine Beobachtung, deutlich aktiver als zuletzt. In den letzten Partien wirkte er mitunter zurückgezogen.
Dead man walking. Thomas Tuchel.
And he looks sad. Thomas Tuchel. Very sad.
Wonder if he gets to keep his job if he wins the Champions League.
Well, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
They've
That's
already
an
announced he's
interesting.
leaving, but they're like,
That's an
"We're changing
interesting
our
conundrum.
minds."
That's an interesting conundrum, and you know, it's funny. Like they'd almost have to fire him.
Yeah. It would look so much worse if they changed their minds again and were like, actually, we're
I tell you
keeping
who
him.
needs to be fired. Everybody in the front office of Bayern. They need a completely fresh start. I mean, like we're talking like maybe people that aren't on TV.
Well, yeah, we saw
Everybody needs to go.
Salihamidzic left.
Well, everything that's hamstrung Bayern has come from upstairs.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. Thomas Müller.
Die Bayern die bessere Mannschaft, auch die Zahlen sprechen mehrheitlich für die Münchner. 10:2 Schüsse, expected goals, da liegen die Münchner schon bei 0,7.
So yeah, their biggest issues have been
An die 60% Ballbesitz.
strange decisions like sacking Nagelsmann that quickly just to bring in Tuchel. And transfers haven't been great recently.
Muller fouled in a semi-dangerous spot, not goal-scoring distance, but Lazio will definitely have to defend here in this free kick.
Might be able to whip in a dangerous cross from here.
Kimmich will take that kick.
Standardsituation ein, die kommt jetzt von
They try to get it to Kane, but I think Tom Muller was offsides.
Yeah, that cross was nowhere near good enough anyway. Too low, too slow.
Sarek.
Der Longline-Versuch von Marusic, abgelaufen von Guerrero.
Sark with another throw in. Gets it to Immobile. Immobile. Delish trots slowly. Bayern in their own end. Back to Eric Dyer.
Stunde vergangen. Viertelstunde,
Picks up Pavlich.
dass eher ruhiger wird. Ne?
Ja, es flacht ein bisschen ab. Das Tempo ist so ein bisschen raus. Auch die Passschärfe lässt so ein bisschen nach. Jeder nimmt immer 3, 4 Kontakte bis
Bayern slowing it down a bit.
es ist
Or the press is pressuring them to slow it down a bit.
Verteidigen von Lazio.
Delish to Kimmich. Kimmich, nice through ball. Real pretty.
Müller öffnet diesen Spiel.
To Thomas Müller. Oh no, Müller tries to cross it over to the box, but the ref is in the middle of the field breaking it up and breaking the play, blows the play dead. Ref actually, as he's trying to get away, in an effort to get away, he actually slipped and fell, and it hit his left knee.
It's a great interception.
Yeah. It happens.
Wehgetan hat, ist natürlich manchmal unglücklich jetzt für die Bayern. Weil du hast recht. Wer schon in der Aussicht
Thomas Tuchel, unsurprisingly upset. Eric Dyer's got at the midfield line. He does a long ball in. Masala picks it up. Thomas Muller right in front of the box. He's looking for it. Crossed by Guerrero, deflected out for a corner kick. And Kimmich goes to the line. Yeah, this does feel like a quick goal by Lazio, even though the pressure's in their end. It feels like one of them, sort of like what we saw with Man City. Here's a delivery.
Yeah.
Good one. Ball's on the ground. Delish chases it down to all the way to the corner. Lets it slide out for a throw-in. Dangerous throw-in for Bayern. Gattuso runs away. Delish picks it back up and then throws it in after dropping the ball, which is pretty funny. Pavlik. Kimmich. Oh, that's not Kimmich. That's now it's the Kimmich. Kimmich inside the box cross. Headed away by Eric Dyer, who was really playing really close to the mouth of the goal.
Feine Flanke, nicht leicht zu nehmen für Eric Dyer.
Good cross from Kimmich.
Musste so halb nach hinten abkippen.
Yeah, this game has shades of that Manchester City United game, but Bayern are less dominant
Lazio's a
and
better
look
team.
less dangerous. And yeah, Lazio look much better than Manchester United did. It's kind of a fluke that United even got that goal after the way they played.
Kimmich to Sane. Sane in trouble. Tries to find Muller. Can't do it. Slides out for a corner kick.
Sané hat alles
Thomas Müller.
was man braucht. Manchmal bleibt es so ein bisschen auf der Straße liegen, du hast es vorhin auch schon angedeutet. Gerade in der Rückrunde ist er noch nicht ganz in alter Form, aber er hat alles.
Begnadeter Linksfuß, unglaubliche Dynamik, Athletik.
Well, Lazio tried to carry it out after Providal.
Mal ein paar Zahlen zu diesem Spiel.
And then they pass it back and like to go for the long kick.
Alleine
Oh, little Pavlik just got nutmegged. Luis Alberto controls. He gets it as Zachariah, and then, oh, Jesus, real close.
fast der Moment gewesen für Ciro Immobile.
Air ball came in from Immobile. It went off the side of his head. If he was a little more in front of it,
Wirklich verlängert, glaube ich, von De Ligt.
definitely would give Neuer a much harder
Would
time.
have been onside
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Im Rücken weg, da er dadurch komplett raus aus der Situation, der
Actually,
kalkuliert hat und eingeschätzt hat.
De Ligt head actually deflected it even more. Probably saved the goal.
Ja, vielleicht sogar die größte
Yeah.
des gesamten Spiels bislang.
Absolut.
Knocked it off course just enough.
Sane, one of my favorite people to watch in the world with the ball.
Schitsch hat sich diesmal rechtzeitig verkrümelt.
Max Beck.
He's very fun.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Aber die Situation ist entstanden, weil sie die Balance nicht ganz hatten. Pavlovic, der sich durch einen einfachen Beinschuss außen hat ausspielen lassen.
Kimmich in the corner.
Die Position
What a
danach
dangerous
gespielt,
back he is.
die komplette Offensive.
Pavlich.
Müller, alle hatten sie ein bisschen
Groteska.
Schaltverhalten zu kommen und kommen prompt in so eine gefährliche Situation und davon haben sie zu viel zugelassen in den vergangenen Wochen, wodurch sie auch häufig bestraft wurden. Heute dürfen sie sich wirklich nicht zu viele Situationen davon erlauben.
Sane moves the ball. He tries a back peel pass inside the box. Is still fighting for it with Bayern. Bayern gets it to Guerrero. Guerrero back to Sane, top of the box. Groteska. They try to slow it down and give it to De Ligt. De Ligt is going to fire from outside, but it's deflected out in front.
Versuch aus der Distanz. Gute Übersicht.
Pavlich. Walking in slowly. Groteska to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to move into the top of the box. Given to Kane, but Kane pops it out to the center. They lob it in to Tommy Muller. And then, oh, Pablo fumbles the very easy shot. And I think Harry Kane's going to be credited for this one. Bayern's up 1-0. And
That is a major mistake from the goalkeeper.
And Pavidal does exactly what he did with my FC 24 game today.
Yeah, that is awful.
There may have been
was not enough power on
deflection though that fooled him. Though I'm not quick to. Oh no, actually, the shot was a lot trickier than I thought. It looks like Guerrero got it over to Kane. On the second replay, it looks a lot more difficult to deal with. Pass by Muller, then Guerrero, and then Harry Kane comes out from nowhere and buries it. I don't know if there's much he could have done there. It looked, that was a much.
On second watch, that's not. Yeah,
it wasn't much he could have done. That
initially looked.
Excellent passing by Bayern. In tight.
I mean, definitely not a pass from Guerrero, but
it looked ugly. It looked ugly, but I don't think there's anything Providel could have done.
Yeah. After watching that again, Kane getting his head to that late would it completely changed the trajectory of that.
Harry Kane to Sane. Sane tackled from behind. Harry Kane, Bayern maintains control. Groteska to Pavlich, to Kimmich in the corner. Dumped through ball to Sane. Sane with an opportunity. Puts it out in front. It just goes wide. Musala.
Almost a quick double there. They have come alive now. Now
But-
it's looking worrying for Lazio.
Bayern looking like Bayern.
Yeah. That goal sort of ignited it. Like they've had a lot of the possession so far, but they haven't looked. They've been lacking that tiny bit. They haven't looked that dangerous. And then they score, and then straight away they look like they're going to score another. This very promising for Bayern.
Doppelpack extrem sehenswert für Max Eberl. Das erste Heimspiel in neuer Funktion.
Battle in the midfield over the ball. Both teams scrambling. Immobile.
Jetzt vielleicht aber die Chance auf der
Try
anderen
Gattuso.
Seite.
But he floats one out for a goal kick.
Unerreichbar.
It's a rough pass. But it's just chances. It's just little moments like that from Lazio that just they're still in this.
Yeah. And we're all tied up.
All
Aggregate.
it takes is one shot, like all it takes is one quick attack like that from Lazio to score, and all of a sudden they're back ahead 2-1.
Only about 4 minutes left in the half, so we'll go into this if the score remains the same. 45 minutes, and we find out if Harry Kane's going to the next round. Remember, loser goes home. See you next year.
Well, probably not in Lazio's case, as they're like 7th in the league at the moment. Maybe even lower.
Viele Ballaktionen. Müller macht's immer wieder spannend. Mit seinen
9th. Yeah, 9th in the league for Lazio, so
Guerrero at the top of the bus. Tries to spit it to Matsala. Matsala wasn't able to get to the pass. Fired out. Just total Bayern control here. Musala, Goretzka.
Zentrumslastig verteidigt und die Außen auch komplett offen lässt, ermöglicht den Bayern natürlich immer viel Raum auf den Außen.
And a foul in a dangerous spot, and it looks like it's by Luis Alberto.
he's giving it to Lazio.
Oh no, they're giving it to Lazio. Did they call it a
I
dive
think
here?
he's doing simulation on that on Sane there.
I think he did. I don't think Sane was actually simulating. I think he actually just tripped, and they called him for simulation.
Well, that looks, I mean, Alberto does, like, his foot hits his thigh there, so I could even believe a Lazio foul there, not
No, I think
simulation
I think
from
Sane just may have tripped.
probably,
and
yeah.
hoped for the call. Again, Doozy tries to get to Mobile, but it's quickly dealt with. Dyer back to Neuer. Neuer a little pressure. Neuer pushed all the way out into the corner. And he elects to fire it away, throwing Lazio. Marsrick throwing. Fumbled with by Anderson, but then comes out off a Bayern player. Another throw-in for number 77. Gattuso to Anderson. Anderson tries to move it, and he'll have an opportunity. He fires a high ball, and it's easily dealt with by the defense. Bayern defense look very sharp and very much in control on both ends.
Yeah,
Or I should say the fullbacks, really.
they've certainly played well so far.
Colossal build, Zachariah.
So this thing, Lazio look dangerous until they get to that box, and then the Bayern defence are just always exactly where they need to be. They do exactly what they need to, and they've shut them down every time they've got to the final third. A very tidy performance so far for them.
Minute noch und die Bayern können
The Bayern fullbacks are basically creating a lot of the offense too as they're bringing it up as well.
in die Kabine.
Oh yeah, you've often seen Guerrero or Kimmich making the cross, getting into the box.
I was talking about like Delish and Dyer. They seem to be
Even
calling,
them, yeah. I'd say Dyer had that headed chance earlier in the game, which he almost scored from. Delic's had a couple shots.
Und eine gibt's vielleicht noch. Pavlovic, Goretzka.
Bayern definitely trying to do this in the air. There is a lot of balls. Here's an opportunity by Guerrero, but it's intercepted. Guerrero tried doing a low pass in the box, but read well by the defense.
Lauter Schrecke noch dazu.
Tom Muller always shouting. He had more of a smile on his face in the old days, 2010.
Aktion dieser ersten Hälfte.
He's always grinning. You don't see that much more from Thomas Muller.
Yeah. Well, that's like his like reputation. Everyone knows him as like the funny, jokey.
Should be the last
sort
play of the
guy.
game. Here's an opportunity. Oh, a high shot and a score! Beautiful
Ryan
shot,
May.
Delish.
There's Delict.
Told you these guys were doing something. Matthias Delish with the air volley.
That is a hell of a shot.
Big goal.
I'd like to see that again.
Very big goal.
Ein Schuss.
That'll give him 2-1 on aggregate.
Wenn's ganz blöd läuft, abseits Müller.
Volley.
That's a hell of a shot.
Matthias. I apologize. Volley by Delish and headed in by Thomas Muller. I didn't see it. It happened too fast. I think
Again.
either or they'd have went in. Muller just sealed the deal.
Is he onside though?
Oh,
That's what I wonder.
yeah, let's see.
2 zu 0.
Yes.
Moment Bayern
Yeah.
Boy, that happened
Close,
so
but yeah,
fast.
he's on.
That's it. That's the half. 2-1 on the aggregate. Bayern leads, and Bayern leads 2-0 in the game.
I tell you what, I feel sorry for the Lazio goalkeeper. Both goals he's let in, a Bayern player's headed it right before it's got to him.
Seems to be the game plan. Get it in tight and put it in the air. It's obvious
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel's decided we can win the air battles, and so far they have. So, yeah, good stuff. Good start. Good stuff. See what's going on elsewhere in the world. Of course, we got another huge Champions League game going on, and PSG leads that 1-0 and 3-0 on the aggregate. And that may be already over for PSG and a team I could never say correctly. Let me try it. Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
Musst du auch die Schlafenszeit mit deinem Kind teilen?
Any other big games on?
Aber wenn du auf Airbnb
The Kaiser Chiefs are playing Lammettville Golden Arrows. They're up 1-0 at the. Oh no, they finished their game. Champions Cup tonight, North America. Round of 16. Two teams I've never heard of. Club Sport Horrendo versus SV Robin Hood.
Robin Hood's an interesting team name.
Yeah, that is an interesting Costa Rican club. Club Sport Horrendo is Costa Rica, and Robin Hood has no information available on FootMob.
I didn't think teams from Nottingham were allowed in the tournament.
Yes, that's you would think. That is CONCACAF. AFC Champions League. John Brook Hyundai Motors FC. They tied it up with Uslan HDFC. Let me find out what these sides are. Oh, Jesus, I messed it up.
First one's Korean, South Korean. I think the second one might also be South Korean.
Minku Song. Is that the, No, that couldn't be. Oh, let's check. Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors FC is South Korea. Uslan HDFC is also South Korean. That's AFC Champions League quarterfinal. I think that's their game one. I don't see an aggregate score here. Some teams you might have heard of. Al Hilal beat Al Attiyad. That's Karim Benzema's team, right?
Yeah. Benzema, Fabinho, Kante.
They beat
Abdallah.
They beat Al Attiyad 2-0. Red card to Al Attiyad as well.
Al Hilal is Neymar's team.
Yes.
Neymar, Mitro, Milinkovic Savic, the ex-Lazio man. A2.
Doesn't look like he was in the lineup, though. He must be new. Neymar.
Oh, he's injured.
Yeah,
he's
injured,
like
yeah.
out. He played like 4 games and then he got injured for the rest of the season. So yeah, he's been out for ages.
But that's really it. This is the only game in town.
Championship's on.
Oh, that's England Championship. Oh, okay. Blackburn is starting the second half against Millwall. They're both no score in that game. Coventry, yeah. Coventry, they're up 4-0 on Rotherham. That game's just about. Seems like it's in
Rotherham are terrible.
Yeah. Hull leads 1-0 over Birmingham. Speaking of terrible. Leads over Stoke 1-0. They're in the 47th minute. Sheffield Wednesday. No score against Plymouth in the 47th minute. Sutherland. Goose Egg versus Lancashire. I don't fucking know. Leicester. Okay, so they're 48th minute. Leicester leads 1-0. Ipswich versus Bristol City. No score there, and they're at the half.
Interesting. Yeah, Rotherham are like meme-ishly bad this season, and usually when they're in the Championship. There was a tweet that went viral like yesterday or the day before about Rotherham. It's like Rotherham every time they get to the Championship after 15 games. There's a video of a guy saying, "Oh, all right, I give up. You guys win."
Iceland's playing the game, but I can't pronounce either of those fucking teams. Iceland League Cup. I don't fucking know. I'll never know.
Go on, give it a go.
Oh, you want me to? Really?
Fuck it. I'm not gonna know how they said even, to be fair.
Stjarnan is tied up with Navardik. Fuck if I know. It's the League Cup.
I'm sure that's exactly how they said.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know them to be able
Here,
to
one.
say
How about you do
whether
one?
it's
Do
right or not.
Kazakhstan Premier League. I dare you. There's one game that
Kazakhstan.
finished up today. Yeah.
Let me find it. It's the greatest country in the world, after all.
Yeah.
Oh, the obviously it's Jetsu Kaldikorkan. I've lost 2-0 to Astana.
You want to go Mexico? Want to go to the Mexican leagues? They're
Well, that's
they're in a
Spanish
knockout.
now.
Wait, they're in a knockout stage. Is this a cup? Familia? I guess that's
Is that the women?
I guess that's a cup.
Feminine sounds
It doesn't even-
feminine. That should be women's, right?
Yeah. Where's the table? Faminel Clasora. Are they in the playoffs already?
It's the highest division of women's football in Mexico.
Oh, that's the minute. No, I was gonna say. A familia. Oh, that means Clasora. Yeah, Clasora means close. That's the second season. And Feminil Casora. That's I imagine that means feminine.
Yeah,
They
Monterrey
will
6-0
not let me
against
filter
Santos
out.
Laguna.
They will not let me turn on. I wish there was a button in all these things. Just filter out women's football. It fucking confuses me.
The Mexican ones aren't too hard to say, to be fair.
Yeah. These are funny games.
Ooh, not sure I can do the Polish ones.
There are some CONCACAF Champions League Cup later. 7 p.m. Eastern, Philadelphia will take Pachuca. That's the Mexican side. Orlando will take on Tigres at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. So if you're in North America for any reason, and I know Ruthless Rosie, you got a big game tonight. That'd be the round of 16. And that'll be also game 1.
Who are the favourites for that, do you reckon?
Listen,
Pachuca.
Pachuca. Oh, no, actually, Philadelphia. Oh, wait, is this a minus? Yeah, Philadelphia's favored. Over Pachuca. Pachuca's in Leagues Cup last year. They weren't very impressive. Orlando. Actually, Messi's got 2 games in 4 games because they got Florida's playing Nashville this week in the Champions Cup, and that's a serious game. And they also got a game on Sunday, so they got one Thursday, one Sunday.
Mukhtar versus Messi. Is Mukhtar about at the moment, or is he?
That's a good question. That's a real good question. Oh, honey. Let's check on his. Who's injured? Hani Mukhtar is. They're saying late March on Hani Mukhtar for a hip injury. He always gets hurt early in the year. I'm actually looking forward to Ian Frey getting out. Ian Frey was hurt in the half before Messi came in. He got a season-ending injury. He's 21 years old, coming off a collateral ligament injury just a month or so prior. So he never got to play or win the Leagues Cup championship with Messi. Messi was immediately after that game where he scored that free kick goal that put him over Cruz Azul. Actually went to the hospital and saw the kid. The kid is supposed to return in late March. And, Jesus, like 9 months after he took his injury. Number 17, Ian Frey. I followed him just so I know he's back on. It was just so heartbreaking watching this kid get wheeled off in tears. And then I can't imagine it was much easier watching them win.
Especially like a tournament like the Leagues Cup.
Yeah, it was game 1.
When before... Like when he was playing was when they were the worst team in the MLS, and
yes.
then he gets injured, and then they go and win the Leagues Cup, and he misses out on it. That's
and that half,
really
that half was one of the worst games I've seen all of last year. Like it was me and Will were watching it, and we're like, Jesus Christ, I don't think Messi can win 5 games with these guys to be a miracle. You know. But I think that Leagues Cup, it gets them by in the Champions Cup. And, after their performance, again, the only real difficult time they had against was LA Galaxy, which is a damn good team, and they're going to be good this year, unlike last year. Everybody I'm seeing is reported they look really good. Puig, I think you're going to see a big year from Ricky Puig as well in the MLS. I think LA is back. LA Galaxy is back this year for sure. Still a free agent, Vera. Rumors about him going to LA Galaxy. That would be a backstab.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens there.
If Vela goes to LAFC.
Whether it's just him using LA Galaxy to get what he wants at
Yes.
LAFC,
He could be.
or if he's legitimate about joining them.
Mm.
In the wilderness, fearless.
Johnny Depp doing a commercial? Holy Christmas.
Elixir, Dior.
He's back. He's uncancelled since the trial.
I guess so.
He's allowed to be
He looked
employed
good there.
again.
He looked good there. He hasn't looked good in recent months. Oh, Johnny.
I'm sure the stress of everything is had its effect.
That guy I interviewed supported him with live streams, and he actually went over his what's his name? Pachuca sucks. Yeah, they're terrible. They looked pretty bad last year.
Sind Sie ein Heuchler, Sir? Was meint sie damit?
Wir müssen ihn im Auge behalten.
Big game tomorrow would be Leipzig Real Madrid.
What's the aggregate for that? Do you know?
Yes, 1-0 Real Madrid.
Oh, it's only one.
And then Man
Could be
City
good.
will take on Copenhagen, but they're up 3-1.
Copenhagen are up 3-1.
No, Man City's up 3-1.
Oh, that's a shame. Had the opportunity to be interested there.
Europa League also. Sporting CP. Al-Ahly versus Al-Ahly.
Auch wieder am Start, das sind die Zahlen von Durchgang 1. Soweit so eindeutig. Ballbesitz klar für Bayern. Zweikämpfe auch. Vor allen Dingen die Torschüsse sind's. Die Zahlen sind das eine. Das andere ist das reine Resultat. 2-0 reicht im Moment fürs Viertelfinale.
Boys seem to be on the way out. Start the second half.
Es ist Zutrauen zurück. Es ist wieder, zumindest gefühlt in der Allianz Arena, ein Gefühl davon, salopp formuliert, sie können es noch.
Ja, sie müssen jetzt aber auch
Big second half for Harold Kane.
Yeah, I'll say.
Stückwerk und sie mussten
Jesus.
hart erarbeiten. Das Ganze ist war
Tuchel
nicht
looks
ganz
terrible.
so leicht. Oder es sah noch nicht ganz so leicht aus von Anfang an, aber sie haben sich da hingebracht. Sie haben sich heiß
I reckon if Bayern can score again, they should be good to see.
They
now.
should be put, yeah.
Die Qualität ist natürlich immer noch da. Aber sie muss auch wieder ins Gedächtnis gerufen werden.
But I wouldn't be surprised at all if Lazio find a goal.
Aber es warten noch 45 Minuten ab
No changes, it seems, in the half
vor ihnen und gerade
for either team.
Umschaltsituationen müssen sie wirklich gut beherrschen. Sie müssen absolut die
Bayern currently leads 2-0, but more importantly, they lead 2-1 aggregate. Lazio, definitely not over, but they have not been able to generate much offense to speak of.
für ein größeres Polster sorgen.
Ab jetzt
Yeah, they've been missing that final ball so far.
ändert's genauso wie Lazio.
And here we go. Anderson. A little sloppy. Oh, Anderson actually makes an interception of Goretzka.
Felipe Anderson, einer der mit
And he's dispossessed as well. Being played right on that line there.
Ooh,
zu West Ham
Yeah, but it spits
Martial's
out to,
done well to get out of that.
to Kimmich. Kimmich in the center of the circle.
Goretzka.
Goretzka. Pavlich
Matthijs de Ligt, der den wahrscheinlich schärfsten Assist
to Delish, who we thought had a goal.
geliefert hat.
Kimmich gets the ball, but he's run back with the press.
Geschossen, finde ich.
And they fired all the way back to Providal.
Müller dann einfach nur noch den Kopf hinhalten musste, aber
We thought both Guerrero and Delict had goals.
auch nicht, hab's
Yeah.
schon erwähnt, den Ball dann auch so glücklich zu treffen, super.
It's a fast game. And Kimmich really special player. He's Harry Kane tries to chase one down. And it only ends up being a throw-in for Lazio.
So Kimmich was one of those that was quite young when Pep brought him in at Bayern and started playing him like really young. And I think that shows how special of a talent he is and was at the time. You know, with all the resources and players Pep has available, and he picks this young kid to come in and play regularly.
Shows his.
Shows equally.
It also shows Pep's skill in him, be able to identify talent.
Yeah, true.
I think a lot of football players slip through the cracks because I don't think that skill, which should be like every club's strength. I mean, that should all be thinking of the identifying talent. It's probably the most important thing they do. But I think that skill is a little more rare than most people think. You get the feeling a lot of great players slip through the cracks.
Most likely.
I mean, look at Ricky Puig, man. He shouldn't be in that league.
Not a chance.
There's no way that nobody can do with him anything in Europe. It's just impossible to believe.
I think, like, for me, Ricky Puig should be like playing Champions League football right now.
I agree.
I think he's that special of a talent.
I agree.
And for whatever reason, it's not happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I think you see it a lot where you have players like Fulkrug, for example, who burst onto the scene late in their career. Like,
where were they? See, I don't blame Fulkrug with that. I blame like the people identifying the talent.
yeah, that's what I mean. I don't blame Fulkrug. I mean, that is like what you're talking about, where players slip through cracks. I think the fact people like that come along shows that, like, how did no one see the talent in the player before he got to this point of his career, right?
Yeah. It's a bunch of people who run football cut Michael Jordan and his junior varsity team. You know, you didn't see that? Really? Lazio has a big play. They have to fire it back all the way to goaltender Providal. Lazio looked very, very sloppy early on. Neu to Delish.
Bayern have looked like the better players so far. Like, watching this, you can tell, like, yeah, Bayern are better on paper, and they're showing why they're better on paper, right? They've just been that much better on the ball, that much crisper with the passes, not giving it away as much.
Harry
as Lazio
Kane
have.
dishes one to Kimmich in the corner. Allows kids to set up. The cross is coming in. High header in the box. Plays in tight, but Lazio clears. Thomas Muller. He tries to... It's really obvious that Tuchel's decided to take this game in the air. Because all the crosses are coming in high. They're not trying to deal with... they've kind of, in a weird way, they've kind of taken the fullbacks out of the game completely. As far as breaking up plays, they're going to have to win it in the air. And maybe Tuchel's seen a weakness in the air.
Yeah.
Because that's where the game's being... It is inside the Lazio box in the air. That's where this game's being played.
Certainly the way Bayern have approached it. They play the ball around, they're passing it just so they can open up someone on the wing into a bit of space so they can then launch that into the box for Kane or Muller or whoever. And it's worked, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, so far.
It's given them... Yeah, it's giving them the opportunity to get the ball into the box, into the dangerous areas to potentially score, and they're not committing too many men forward. So every single time Lazio has stolen the ball back and gone for one of those lightning attacks, there's always defenders there back to make sure that they don't get punished for it.
Well, Lazio gets a little time to control. We'll see how long this lasts. They do a flying through ball. Into, oh, wow. It looks like he's selling it a little bit, but Immobile tried to look like he'd take a volley, and he collided with the Bayern defender. He's down. He may be selling it a little bit. Yeah, he goes for the volley. Immobile hits his leg on the list, and he falls to the ground. Everybody's screaming for a penalty, but there's no argument.
I think it was. Yeah, it looked clean to me. Yeah, I think that was.
If Immobile
fair from De Ligt.
actually is in pain, it's because of him striking De Ligt.
Yeah, like
not
maybe his
because of any
knees
foul,
knocked
yeah.
him or
Yeah.
something.
But you can never
Yeah.
tell with Italian soccer players. Sorry,
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
you know. For all I know, Immobile's career's over. You know, but I never can tell.
It's alright. They'll get the magic sponge out. It'll be alright.
Magic sponge. The magic spray in this case. Immobilized.
His name's finally fitting.
Yeah. Yeah, Immobile walks off to the side. Gets a look out. So maybe he isn't messing around. Yeah, he's behind the net. He looks like he's wincing in pain. It looks like he's attempting to run it off. I'm kind of convinced he is wincing.
I think he's back on. I think he said knock. I think it hurts, but he should be fine to carry on.
Yeah.
Is my guess looking at it.
As soon as that numbness goes away. Pavlis, Delished. Pavlich looking for his man. Tries to fire wide with Thomas Muller looking, puts it in the air. Tries to find Kane. Misses. Picked up by Guerrero. Guerrero drops back to Musala. Musala tries to bring it aside. He fires wide. Starting to look a little more like domination this half.
Yeah, we've seen a lot. We've seen a less of that spark from Lazio this half. It's been a lot more comfortable for Bayern whenever they've lost the ball.
Insgesamt Musiala etwas dosierter, also will nicht mehr und muss nicht mehr alles alleine machen.
Ich finde, die Verantwortung ist so auf mehrere Schultern heute.
Nick's cam gets frozen every so often. He has to get a wired connection. Here's a delivery corner kick by Bayern.
Milchschnitt gegen Dusi.
Guendouzi's knocked down, but there's no foul.
Musiala in der Defensivbewegung schon viele Balleroberungen auch gewonnen hat, sich zurückgekämpft hat und nach vorne findet er immer wieder auch ein glückliches Händchen, in welchen Räumen er sich bewegen kann, wann er aufdrehen kann, wann er den Mut braucht, auch zum Torabschluss zu kommen. Also ich finde, er ist sehr, sehr gut im Spiel heute.
Luis Alberto carries over the midfield. Zakari tries to move into the box. First bit of offense we said, but dealt with.
Bislang kaum einsetzen.
No way through this Bayern defence at the moment.
Sino unter Druck.
They've been on point every time.
Looks like, my eyes deceive me, is Muller moved into the striker role, or
Anderson verhaftet.
Looks like it.
I could outrun him. Not really,
That's
but
the thing, though.
not
Kane
particularly fast.
likes to. That's one of the things that makes Kane so good is he likes to come back
He likes to
and
come back.
play more.
And Kane's back out in front where he belongs. Musala dances, puts it up. He sets up for a shot, decides to pass to Kimmich instead. Kimmich on the right side. He looks to make the cross. He puts it in the air again, but nobody's home. That is the tactic. Lob him in. We'll just lob him to death. Lob him in and knock him in. Oh, this looks like a bit of an odd man rush. Luis Alberto on the side. Chance. He fights with the Licht. Decides to drop it back. Luis Alberto now walking with the ball. Arguing with his teammates.
Etwas scharf für Immobile.
Luis Alberto tries to get the ball through to Immobile. Immobile passes right back to
Italienischer Fußballbegriff. Spielmacher.
Alberto, but they get it deep and flex off Sane for a throw-in. Pellegrini throws it in. Alberto battles for it. Throw in Bayern.
Und das hier nochmal der heftige Einsatz. Zakani gegen Pavlovic.
Gets it deep.
Demnächst stehen Wechsel an bei Lazio. Die Mannschaft aus Rom, sie muss beweisen, dass sie alla Sarriana spielen kann. Das ist wirklich ein Wort, das gibt es nach Sarri benannt.
Oh, Bayern has possession in their own end.
Für hohes Pressing,
No rush for them.
guten Ballbesitz und Tempofußball.
Neuer finds a 50-50 ball in the air, and Kane wins it.
Und eigentlich spielt er mit
Kane right next to Masala.
mitunter auch
Looking. Drops back to Eric Dyer. Dyer goes wide. Oh, excuse me. Not Dyer. Guerrero.
Den Raum gut auf. Zieht Marusic da so ein bisschen in die Mitte, damit Guerrero ein bisschen mehr
Guerrero could not get the ball to settle down.
trifft ihn fast zu sauber und verzieht knapp.
Das ist in jedem Fall die zweite Gelegenheit für die Bayern. In Durchgang 2. 3 Wechsel stehen an bei Lazio. Tati kommt, Isaksen plus Cataldi.
Oh, he's gone. Come back to us. Come back to us.
So,
There you go.
ein Thema bei den
Back.
Bayern.
You're back.
Unterschiedliche Halbzeiten, unterschiedliche Phasen. Es war sehr
Groteska.
zu beobachten, dass die Bayern
Pavlich
in den Monaten
Lagging a lot.
gets it deep to. You're lagging?
mit den Minuten, speziell in den zweiten
Oh yeah, we had it on third and a half.
Da ist das Spiel zerfasert.
See if we can finish this
Like,
play.
Meine Vermutung.
your audio is like really behind on mine, and I don't know if it's my end.
Nein, so zum Beispiel.
I don't know yet. Hang on. Okay.
Spiel unterbrochen, drum jetzt die Wechsel.
That should fix it.
Das ist logisch, es geht der defensive 6. Matthias Vecino, der macht Platz für Cataldi. Ist allerdings
We
neben
should have reset it. Turned it off during the half.
Isaksen für Zakani, dem wenig gelungen ist. Wechsel auf der Position, Außenstürmer für Außenstürmer und
You know, it was fine up until then.
Lazio. Der Kapitän geht
Oh, we're good now?
Giro Immobile als Stürmer ersetzt durch
Well, we got some substitutions coming in.
Nachfolger Tati Castellanos.
Matthias Zaccagnini will be replaced by Gustav Lakin. And Matthias Vecchio, defender, will be replaced by Cataldi. So 2 changes for Lazio. Oh, well, what happened here? You all right?
Right, yeah, right, cool.
There you go.
Sorted now.
Sorted.
No, it must have just like lagged out on
Yeah.
there or something.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Mit der Kapitänsbinde Danilo Cataldi, ein Romano, ein echter Römer. Über 200 Spiele für Lazio absolviert.
Come on, Lazio. I don't really expect them to really them do much.
Yeah, they like that one chance in the first half, the cross to the back post, which Immobile almost got. But other than that,
Stürmer Tati Castellanos
they've just been lacking in the final third.
It looks like they made another move.
15 Minuten dabei. Jetzt Minimum
Mobile will come out for Castellanos. So, they ain't getting offense. So, big striker sits.
Wonder if he's come off because of that knock in the end.
It could be that too. But he didn't produce much either. In fairness, they couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah. It's a tough time for him this game. The service hasn't quite been there.
Oh boy, Luis Alberto took his time and he was stripped of the ball rather quickly. Oh wow, Tom, is that Muller bumps from behind? No, that's
Goretzka.
Goretzka, yeah.
Insgesamt der Aufbau auch jetzt gerade bedächtig.
Ja, fehlt wieder so ein bisschen das Tempo. Das hatten wir auch in der ersten Halbzeit phasenweise. Natürlich willst du es mit Geduld spielen, aber du brauchst immer wieder die Passschärfe auch, um den Gegner einfach in Bewegung zu bringen. Und gerade jetzt, wo Lazio auch versucht, vorne ein bisschen mehr zu attackieren, ergeben sich nochmal ganz andere Räume, die Bayern auch bespielen können.
This game needs a Lazio goal.
Yeah, it's become a little tired, but I think that's kind of a testament to Bayern's control and play.
Yeah, that's why I mean it needs a Lazio goal because, yeah, this is Bayern now. They're just taking control. They're controlling the tempo. They're making sure that they get this win now. They're not taking any stupid chances anymore.
They're not locking it up even, but they're just being careful how they go forward.
Yeah.
The easy pass, not too many through balls here. If they see an opening, they're going to do it, but other than that, they're just going to control.
I'm saying they're ahead. They don't need to take risks really. Just keep the ball, pass it around, take your chances when they open up. But other than that, don't leave yourself open. It's not the most exciting way, but it is definitely what they should be doing.
No, safe passes for sure.
It's a smart thing to do, I suppose.
Oh, long ball. Headed away, and Bayern starts to control in the midfield. And Lazio's midfield. Oh, I try to bring it back.
The major risk with playing like this, though, is if you do concede,
Yeah.
it's not a great look.
Well, if you could pass the ball around in your own end like this, it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah. And Bayern have been so good at the back.
Sane fires in. Big save by Providel, and Harry Kane just finishes it up. That's it, folks. That's 3-1 on aggregate. I think you put this one to bed, even in the 65th minute.
That should be, yeah. As long as he's onside here, then yeah. Kane obviously clears up. A real poacher's goal there. Jumps straight onto the rebound. Sane did well.
Yeah, Sane took it in, does what he's supposed to do, dances, puts that fire in. Providel gives up the rebound, and easy cleanup for Harry Kane.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just ready for that.
Yeah.
So the second the ball left Providel's gloves, you knew Harry Kane was tapping that in.
Double today for beloved Harry Kane.
He hasn't bowled it this time.
No. I like the way Bayern came out. They're all business. He took this team very seriously and dealt with them.
Yeah, they've given Lazio the respect.
Yeah.
And they've... a real professional job. A very German performance from Bayern.
Ich sage nicht, dass sich das noch zwingend ändert in dieser Saison. Es kann natürlich, und das ist durchaus realistisch, so kommen. Fakt ist, er gibt sich selbst und seiner Mannschaft die Chance, weiterhin an einen Titel zu glauben.
You know, if Upamecano was playing Lazio, would have scored like 2 goals at this point.
Ein möglicherweise erleichternder Moment.
Potentially. Do you know why Upamecano's not playing?
Why is that?
Because he's suspended.
Mm.
And do you know why he's not going to play in their next Bundesliga match?
Why is that?
Because he's also suspended from the Bundesliga.
Oh. Rough.
Moron. Is what he is.
Die Zeichen stehen auf Viertelfinale im Moment für den FC Bayern.
Oh boy.
Big goals does seem like too much for Lazio.
Yeah, it looks like Immobile really did take a knock on that.
So yeah, they've got a brace on his knee, so hopefully it's nothing serious, but that would explain why they brought him off so early.
Tried to run it off, but he couldn't. He's a trooper. Sane. Tommy Muller passes back, a little sloppy. Guerrero's able to control. Kimmich pulled down, but he still was able to control the ball and come back up with it. Anderson intercepted and dispossessed by Sane coming from nowhere. Sane's so smooth when he runs. He's one of my favorite players in the world.
Especially considering this is him post a bad knee injury as well. Like, he's still quick. He's still so silky despite the knee injury.
He's still a young guy, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he's only like 25, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Dyer.
Certainly has plenty of years.
In einer Phase der Kontrolle haben die Bayern das dritte erzielt. Kleines Polster fürs Spiel.
Oh, he's not quite Musiala young.
Yeah. Well, Musiala's a kid.
It's 21. Scary to think how good he could be come his prime years if he keeps developing.
Jetzt darf sich Goretzka nicht vertun. Nichts passiert.
Musiala is on a run. Right to the middle. Finds a through ball to Groteska. Oh, I'm shooting Tom Muller. Tommy Muller pulls it up and Providal pulls it out of the air. Deep throwing, Kimmich to Sane. Sane looks like he may line up for another shot, but it goes wide.
Oh, that was quite close.
Beautiful pass by Musiala right there to find Thomas Müller. I'm not rooting against Harry Kane. This is the only time I can really kind of root for Bayern because I like to see Kane get something. He more than deserves it. Luis Alberto trying to create some offense. Anderson in the corner. He tries to cross it in. Comes out to Luis Alberto. He fires it, but I don't know how that didn't go in. It looked like he looked like he curled it out.
Yeah.
Oh no, touched by
I was taken.
touched by Pavlik.
I think Neuer got a hand to it as well. I think it was a double whammy of Bayern.
That leads to a corner kick. Probably the only offense we've seen. Alberto tries to hook it in. Alberto in the corner with it again. After it deflects out, he tries to pitch it in Bayern style through the air, but it doesn't quite work. And then it goes all the way back to Provedal. Alberto and Anderson again desperately try to work it in.
Ein Aspekt ja dieses Spiels. Es geht ja auch um einen zusätzlichen Champions League Platz für die Bundesliga. Da jetzt gucken wir ganz kurz auf Gendouzi. Neuer am Start.
Yeah, I said at the start of the game I was rooting for Lazio because I'm a big Sarri fan, but I'm definitely not going to complain about seeing Harry Kane have a good performance, 2 goals, and keep the trophy hopes alive this
Normal
season.
circumstances, I'd be rooting for Lazio.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Kane do well, so I don't mind it. It's always the worst when someone you like goes to a team like Bayern, who you usually root against them, and it's like, I have to want them to win now.
Goretzka. Bayern still yet to make a substitution. Musala breaks through, forms an attack, gets it to Harry Kane. Kane does.
Oh my lord.
Fires it way up in outer space.
I feel like he was going to go for the cross there, and it's just
Yeah,
gone
it slipped
terribly.
off his.
Yeah.
Der schwer dekorierte Pedro. Jetzt auf dem Feld.
I'll say that was nice from Sane to cut in, find himself a bit of space for the shot, and then Kane pounce.
Nur verneigen, was der Mann alles geleistet hat.
What can you do?
Weltmeister, Europameister. Dreimal
Pedro.
Felipe Anderson heads out, placed by Pedro
als Joker
Rodriguez.
bei Lazio. 2 Treffer in der Gruppenphase.
A man who knows about winning the Champions League.
Isaksen. Talentierter dänischer Außenstürmer. Bislang noch nichts gerissen seit seiner Einwechslung.
Where did Martinez win the Champions League? Don't leave me in suspense.
Die Bayern werden demnächst
Tell me your story is a wise one.
Alfonso Davies.
Pedro.
Yeah.
He was part of Pep Guardiola's Barcelona side
Ah.
as a young man coming through. I think he was one of the very few players that Pep managed in the B team before he got the main job. That he brought with him, along with Busquets.
Bayern looks like they're about to make some changes. We do have a free kick in a dangerous area. It looks like they're going to try to swing one in. Here it comes. There's delivery. Whistle blown. And, yeah, foul on Lazio. Bayern ball.
Something's gone on there. Kane's ended up on the floor. Oh, yeah. Pulled down by the Lazio player.
Über den Daumen eine Viertelstunde noch zu spielen. Stand jetzt geht die Klose-These auf. Zweimal passiert den Bayern sowas nicht.
Ja, ich glaube, die Bayern hatten in den letzten Wochen ja durchaus eine großen Frust auch untereinander. Es wurde auch immer wieder in Interviews so erwähnt. Und dann ist immer die Frage als Spieler, wie gehe ich damit um? Fange ich an, die Schuldzuweisung immer bei dem anderen?
Looks like Alphonso Davies is going to check in.
Versuche als Mannschaft eine konstruktive, gute Lösung zu finden. Und für den heutigen Tag, finde ich, sieht man, dass da eine geschlossene Einheit auf dem Platz ist, die füreinander arbeitet.
Probably the best player in CONCACAF, the Canadian.
Reife, erwachsene Leistung.
Yeah, probably.
He'll replace Rafael Guerrero.
Und ihn haben wir jetzt schon mehr als gelobt.
And the great
Ihm ist auch
Thomas Muller
in den letzten Wochen, um nicht zu sagen wenig,
will also take a seat. Good game for him. Look like a real commander out there.
von 2013 stehen, von 2020 und aktuell
The young Wunderkind Tell comes on in his place.
kommt ist er da. Am heutigen Abend mehr denn je.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about.
Strikers certainly.
I've heard a lot about this guy Tull, as far as greatness, but I don't know exactly what he does. Like what are they expecting from him?
Well, I believe he's only 18 or 19, and he's scoring well coming on. He looks technically sound as well.
Free kick by Luis Alberto ends up to be a Bayern. Are they going? Yeah, where are they?
besser zu werden, sich zu konzentrieren in den einzelnen Situationen, in der Schärfe des Passspiels auch. Man hat
Thumbs up from Tommy. Couldn't be happier with this game, I'm sure. Corner kick, Lazio.
ihn schon auch aus.
Diese Ecke von Lazio. Da ist bislang gar nicht
Spits out the
maximal souverän. Das Kopfballspiel der Bayern.
Luis.
Und dabei fliegt gefühlt jeder Ball auf Leon Goretzkas Kopf. Er zieht die Bälle magisch an quasi.
Ab und zu der Licht noch. Der steht auch blitzsauber.
Why couldn't be Davies be American? What happened with that? I think we should be able to take some Canadians.
So ein toller Fußballer. Fantastisch. Teilweise zumindest bei Eintracht Frankfurt.
Luis Alberto takes a seat. He's
Lazio als Nachfolger.
replaced by former Frankfurt player Kamada and captain of the Japanese national team.
Klar sagen, zuletzt wenig gespielt. Oben sehen Sie alle Lichtlein erloschen bei Lazio. Dementsprechend keine Wechsel mehr möglich. Die Bayern haben erst zwei
Won the Europa League with Frankfurt, if I'm not mistaken.
noch tauschen.
Yeah, I believe he was on the side that won it.
Against Rangers. One of really fantastic game if you ever get a. I'd like to collect games, like get old games. That's one I'd want. You really, I don't understand like why there's not a market for that. You know what I mean? Get high
What do
res
you
game.
mean?
I'd buy them. Get a high res print file of an older game. Would love to have that. I'd buy them. I don't understand why they're not for sale.
I don't know. Probably something to do with the rights. Most likely.
Well, I mean, whoever has the rights, why aren't they selling them? That's what I'm saying. You know,
Oh yeah, I suppose so. I don't know.
yeah, I'll buy it for $10. You sell. I don't know why FIFA doesn't sell their games, and it'd be fantastic. Obviously, you wouldn't buy a
I
game
don't know
like
how
this.
hot of a
Like,
commodity it would be.
for jerks like me, it would. There's got to be a few jerks like me.
Yeah, but a few isn't what Amazon or Sky are looking for, is it?
Yeah,
They're looking for the many.
yeah, I suppose. Greatest matches of all time, Premier League. Greatest matches of all. I mean, God. Man.
I don't know, you can usually find old games online, but yeah, it's probably not like HD.
Well, some of the games can't be HD, but try to, you could. There's stuff you can do to make it nice. Obviously, you wouldn't have the resolution wouldn't be all the same, prior to like 2010, 2011. But after that, they would all be HD. And I don't care about the black bars as long as I get as best quality possible.
Yeah.
Kimmich pitches one into Sane. Oh, Lazio fiddles around with it in their own end. They have trouble clearing. 2 Bayern men. It deflects off one of them and turns into a goal kick.
Pedro did that so many times for Chelsea. It's kind of funny.
What's that?
Get the ball like in his own box and then try and like dribble it past like 3 players in his own box. It's just like a weird thing he did like so many times at Chelsea that it sort of became a meme between the fans. There's this one crazy clip of him where he gets the ball like the halfway line and like dribbles past like a couple players running back to his own goal. And it's like, what the hell is he doing? And he's just like goes on this massive run in his own box. Weird guy.
Not much of a threat from Lazio in this game. And I think with them pulling Alberto out, I think that's... Davies taking it up the side real fast, but too hard to touch on one of them. Gets away from him. Fonzo Davies. I wish you were born just a little farther south. Rumors about Davies going to Real Madrid next year.
Yeah, seems to be the main rumor. Sounding likely as well, because I know his contract doesn't have too long left at Bayern, and it sounds like he's pushing for the move. Like he's not really interested in re-signing with Bayern. He's going to join the super team with Mbappe and Jude and Vinicius. I've got they're starting to look scary, Real Madrid.
Musala. Tell. Throwing. Good to see the new kids on the block today.
I guess after this you'll be able to tell if he's any good.
Ah! He's got to get the ball. I'm in dire need of knowing.
Ansonsten sehr, sehr ungefährlich. Wenig Kreativität nach vorne. Wenig Geschwindigkeit. Aber es ist auch das größte Manko von Lazio Rom, dass sie sich einfach wenig Torchancen ganz generell auch in der Liga herausspielen. Und das bestätigt das Spiel heute ganz eindeutig.
Ganduzi. They can't seem to do anything with it. 5 minutes left without stoppage time.
I'd say if Lazio really did pull this back, it truly would be insane.
Kamada. Kamada's got fresh legs. He's trying to make something happen. No quit with him.
Just a shame for him. It's a little late in the game now. Really can't fault this Bayern performance today.
No, not at all.
There's not a single player out there that I'd have any real criticisms for.
It took a little while. The only one I would have, I guess, it took a little time for them to settle down. But once the game plan, once it clicked, it was pretty much over right from there. From the first goal on.
Häufig die richtigen Entscheidungen, auch maßgeblich beteiligt
Mhm,
mit
so-
dem vertikalen Pass beim 3:0 und verbindet immer wieder Kontersituationen. Sehr, sehr fleißig. Musiala
Doozy carries over the midfield.
heute sowieso jemand, der auch in den letzten Wochen, auch wenn es hart war, der sich
He gets a through ball deep.
abgeholt hat und auch versucht hat anzuschieben. Heute wirkt es so ein bisschen befreiter, ein bisschen leichter. Hat auch mehr Glück in den 1:1 Duellen als in den vergangenen Wochen.
Gute Balance, gute Mischung.
Absolut gute Balance.
Doozy. 2 men on him, looking for a cross. Not going to happen now.
Einzigen Bayern-Spieler,
They're just Harry Kane's just all over him,
nicht an sein Maximum
and he actually gets him to
Kapazität gekommen ist, sondern
spit up the ball. Kane fouled, really. Kane is down. He hasn't moved. He's not one for diving, is he?
He is a little.
He does.
Well,
okay.
not diving, but like
Sting.
he'll play up for time.
Okay. Definitely hit the ground hard, but yeah, you're probably right. He's just time wasting at this point.
Yeah. I think that's all it is. He's playing.
That
the
being
clock.
said, Danny Cataldi won yellow card.
Konrad Leimer kriegt noch ein paar Minuten. Auch er kommt aus einer Verletzung. Die Wade.
It's Conrad Limer.
He comes in.
Sane's done his job.
Absolutely.
Regen wird jetzt gerade ein wenig stärker so hinten raus.
Limer in for Sane.
Das macht es ein bisschen ungemütlich. Zu einem ansonsten absolut launigen Abend.
I wonder if this win can sort of ignite a fire in Bayern and Tuchel now.
It would be nice. We got a big game this weekend against Mainz.
I mean, the title looks pretty much over, but the Champions League certainly isn't over.
Well, you got to keep winning. I mean, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be the first time. They go on like a 5-game losing streak, or win, tie, draw one out of 5. They're right back in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Leverkusen just need to drop points 4 or 5 times.
Garnby looking for his turn to come in, and he takes over Jamal Musiala, a traitor to England. Learn the game on
Graceful.
all those English pitches and join Germany. Smart move. Serge Garnby, excuse me.
Chelsea made Musiala, and England's youth teams made Musiala, and that man chose Germany. What a disgrace.
Yeah, I mean Pulisic too, actually. But I don't think Pulisic could have been on Team England. He wasn't a citizen.
I felt like he had more claim to the US, whereas Musiala played for England's youth levels up until senior. And
Yeah,
then
but
chose Germany.
Pulisic got his start in England, and he learned on their ground. Yeah, it's because his dad was working over there. He couldn't. I don't think he couldn't have played for England if he wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pulisic couldn't.
Yeah.
But Musiala could, and Musiala spent all of his youth career playing for English teams, and then he's like, no, I'm going to go to Bayern and play for Germany. Tosser. He should be lighting up the Premier League for Chelsea right now.
Harry Kane should be playing for Ireland.
You got Evan Ferguson coming through. Don't need Harry Kane.
Wait, was Harry Kane eligible for Ireland? No, I know he's Irish, but Irish descent.
No clue.
No, was he eligible? Rice was eligible, and who else is that? Rice is eligible though. I know that.
Jack Grealish.
Grealish is eligible. Okay. Raiders.
They're English born and raised. Musiala was English raised from the age of 7.
No.
That's long enough.
No
for me to
self-respecting,
class
no
in English.
self-respecting Irishman says they're English raised, even if they're English raised.
Well, that's why they play for England, because they're Irish.
Frage gestellt durchs Resultat, durch fragwürdige Leistungen der Münchner. Heute begradigt.
And let's just be honest. I mean, 9 times out of 10, and I don't blame them. The teams they pick are career moves. Even the Balogun move of kind of giving up on England and going to the States, it's a career move, and I don't necessarily have a problem with it. As
That's
long
the
as
thing, like,
play for who you want to play for.
if you're eligible for Ireland and England, and you're not proper Irish, you got to pick England, right? If you're good enough for it.
I think he's like if you got. I mean, you got Balogun was like I think he was just born in the States, and that was it. You know.
Yeah.
I think it was just a smarter move for him to go over there.
I feel like with Ireland, it's more tribal.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
Oh,
Evan Ferguson was eligible for England, but like he said, like his family would disown him if he chose to play for England.
Good for
over
him.
Ireland,
Good
'cause
for
he's
him.
proper Irish.
Good for him.
It's like Grealish is eligible for Ireland.
But he didn't grow up there. I was busting
Boy
balls.
lad.
Busting balls.
And he's good enough to play for England, so you got to pick England, right?
We're
Like I
back.
say,
Of
you
course.
only pick Ireland if you're proper Irish or you're not good enough for England. Realistically. And if you're Balogun, you see Harry Kane taking up your spot.
Yeah,
in the England
exactly.
squad, and you're like, yeah.
The U.S.
I'll
isn't
play
a
for the
bad
US.
deal. Well, here's the thing about the U.S. You can kind of be overvalued, and if you get popular, I know Balogun's been really taken in. They're like the American soccer crowd, very happy with Balogun choosing us. So I mean, he's going to get all types of love and probably more sponsorships than he would if he was playing in England. You know,
And he's got the chance at
That's
silverware with like the Gold Cup.
full time. Bayern moves on aggregate. Domineering performance.
2 goals
Good
for the
stuff.
big man, Harry Kane.
And Harry Kane and Harry and I'm happy for him. Harry the Harry dream is still alive. I think that's the way I wanted to put it.
And he scored 2 goals to make sure that happens.
Harry dream.
Happy to say that.
Oh boy,
Even if it does mean Bayern win.
it's a quick stats. 60% over 40, but it seemed like a lot more than that. I question these possession stats. 24 shots to 5. That tells another story altogether of dominance. 7 shots on goal. Goose egg for Lazio. Goose egg. Slightly more tackles for Lazio. That's only because they were on their heels most of the time.
Yeah. They had to make more.
6 corners for Bayern versus Lazio's 3. Well, that felt like more corners than that too.
And it felt like less for Lazio. Where's 3 come from? I only remember 1.
More 14 fouls for Bayern, but they come up with the most yellow cards. Lazio at the same time. Good stuff, everybody. I think we'll go in the whole. Let's call it a day. I think I've had enough. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how much streaming we're doing this weekend. Definitely some watching. Got little Tommy's birthday. Haven't decided whether I'm going to the damn B-Spot game. I don't even know who we're playing. Should probably find out. Harry Kane story continues. The Bayern madness continues in old FC Hollywood. The Tuchel story continues.
Just about.
Yeah. I probably should just stick with him the rest of the year, right? What's the point? Might as well. It does feel like the media want him out at this point. So. That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
Signing off. We're
I feel
done.
bad for him.
What do you think? What do you say?
I said I feel bad for him.
I do too. He should never took that
The
job.
poison chalice.
He should, yes, and he never should have took. He should have known better not to take the job. Just like the next guy that takes Klopp's job. You don't want to be the guy right after. You want to be guy after the guy right after. Unless you're that damn good.
Yeah. Unless you're Tuchel at Dortmund.
Tuchel took the job because he needed a job. He probably didn't think it through. And that's what happens. See ya! See you next time. My God. Somebody's got to remind me to start get the off button, for fuck's sake. I have to get that up. You gotta get that off button on in the second half. Remember that.